I don't know how many times I've done it. You know how I kept banging crap on my desk off screen? I ripped that part of the desk out. Amazing how much 4 extra inches make. How much of a difference 4 extra inches makes, and you can take that out of context however much you want. But let's continue on with this disaster. The door's shut tight.
All right.
I'm in charge of cleaning the palace. I love cleaning, but not when the usual dust and muddy footprints are replaced with blood and corpses. If it were like any other day, I'd be obsessively cleaning. But this is too much. I just want to go home. We are only able to survive because we hid in Princess Aisha's room. Commander Skyas. Why? I never once thought that Commander Skyas would be capable of doing something like this. He was always so kind and so devoted to the king. How could he be so cruel? So, like, yeah. This is gonna be interesting. Because the only character that wields dual blades is this piece of work. So he is the only one with any kind of relation to any of the tribes. Or the remaining 2 tribes. We have Aisha.
Let's go. All right.
And Rod. This should be interesting. Ready to boat for you at the harbor. You may set off at your leisure. Even with the Prime Minister gone, there's no leader left to handle the kingdom's political workload. All the inner workings are being handled by the village elders at the moment, but we need a long-term solution as well. The boat to Ruins Island should be ready at the harbor by now. I don't envy you, sailing all that way in this noxious fog. Dad. Hey. Oh, it's you guys. I see. So you're his son. I'm very sorry for your loss. Shut up. I don't need your pity. Just leave me alone. I don't even want to see your faces. Just leave me alone. As you wish, sir. Most of the Dragon Knights that were killed at the palace have been buried. But they can never rest peacefully knowing that they were killed by someone... Or can they ever rest peacefully knowing that they were killed by someone they trusted? How sad that so many Dragon Knights were killed by their own commander. Mustafa thought of placing warriors from all the villages here. While there aren't many of us, he's divided us up well enough to protect the key locations. Mustafa sure grew up to be a fine man. I expect nothing less from Dryson's son. Is he okay? He got dragged out of the room. General Dryson and the other survivors are being treated inside. I can see only despair in their eyes. I can't bear the look at them. I'm sure General Dryson is devastated for losing so many of his men. Hi, Sigrun. Princess Aisha. Sigrun, stop! Don't get up! Yeah, you're wounded pretty bad. You shouldn't be moving around. No, I'm alright. None of these wounds are fatal. The Commander Skyas, was not fighting to kill. It's like he was showing off. He swung his sword as though it were as light as a feather. And those cold eyes. Princess, please accept my apologies. I still find it difficult to believe that Commander Skyas could betray us. But I sworn to protect you, and I... Sigrun, that's enough. I just want you to rest. Don't worry about Commander Skyas right now. There are some things in life that just don't make sense. Now, no matter how much you try to come to grips with them. With his skill, it's no wonder you couldn't do anything to stop him. You should just focus on recovering as quickly as possible. You're no good to us all banged up like that. You're right. There's not much I can do to help you in my present condition. Princess, I'm sorry, but I believe I'm going to rest for a while. Don't be sorry, just get better. And stop worrying about me. I know I can hold my own. Besides, I got these other guys with me too. You do indeed. And it does put my mind at ease to know that. Adol, make sure nothing happens to her, okay? Adol gave an affirmative nod. Thank you. Is Sigrun gonna be okay? Yeah, she'll be fine. She's a lot tougher than she looks. Sorry, Sigrun. I hate to leave you since I know you're just going to worry about me anyway, but I need to go. I'll come back to check on you later, okay? So make sure you stay well rested and get yourself healed up. Sigrun is asleep. Her wounds must have wiped her out. That doctor who suddenly showed up is an Iskin? I thought the Iskins all died out. But either way, who does he think he is, ignoring me when I talk to him? At least he's good at what he does. I'm a nobleman. I can never look after the sick and destitute. I'm more fit to supervise. I still can't make sense of all of this. The more I think about it, the less I understand. Leave me alone, I'm tired. Just let me sleep. All of us respected Commander Skyas. We looked up to him, and even had secret crushes on him. How could he betray us? It'll be a very, very long time before we recover from this. This incident will be with us forever, I fear. Every one of us trusted Commander Skyas with our lives. So many of us had our lives ended by him. Why? Why would he do such a thing? What could have possessed him to turn on us? I honestly would have expected him to become a party member before turning on us. That did come as a bit of surprise. I'm so thirsty. Please, somebody, water. That went down the wrong pipe. That ain't good. This knight's wounds are deep. She'll need much rest to heal. The enemy is clearly a cold, heartless man to strike a woman so ruthlessly. Wow. My coughs are so brutal they actually went through my headset's microphone reduction. That's quite impressive. Your opponent's a heartless man who shows no mercy to any opponent, be they man, woman, or child. Be cautious. How you doing, Dryson? Forehead still there? Father. I came by to check on him earlier. His condition seems stable, at least. But his wounds are pretty severe, so it may be a while before he wakes up. Yeah, probably. Uji, you alright? Yes, I'm fine. I just never thought I'd ever see my father like this. It was father who arranged to have the medicine sent to me in Sagram. Tia told me. Tia. You mentioned that she came to the village quite often on the Logma cart. Yeah. She always gave me a pretty white flower too, every time. She said that my father was a great man. But now my father is... and Tia. Sorry, I just feel really lost right now. I don't mean to talk about myself so much. This is painful for the rest of you too. I'm sure my father will be alright. He'll wake up soon. We have our own problems to worry about. Let's leave him to rest and hope that he gets better. General Dryson is heavily wounded and has fallen fast asleep. That this man even still lives is nothing short of amazing. These wounds are extraordinarily severe. But none of the wounds hit any vital organs or arteries. I suppose he has his martial experience to thank, in a way. You didn't worry. I treated him with my arts. Now we simply wait. The people here are all pretty cut up, but at least they're still alive. Most of the people Commander Skyas attacked didn't make it. A lot of them died almost instantly. How can Commander Skyas do this to his own men? Commander Skyas, why? The naval base suffered heavy losses as well, got caught in a pincer attack, and the general was in critical condition last I checked. The Dragonites were almost completely annihilated, so what now? The Dragonites are almost completely annihilated and the general severely wounded. Can we even justify our existence when you failed so miserably to stop this whole disaster from occurring? Where's Commander Rob when you need him? The general's down, Commander Skies is a traitor, and we need order. You can't blame him, actually. His wounds are pretty deep as well, so he could be in real danger. In any case, it's impossible for Dragonites to form a patrol squad now. I'll just have to do it myself. We had to fight, but even with all of us versus one of him, none of us landed even a single blow. He's the Altaginian Falcon. He single-handedly defeated the Roman forces. We never stood a chance. I keep asking myself what ifs, but I don't think we could have done anything differently. There is no advantage in numbers against Commander Skyus. We knew that, but what could we do? Didn't they say he came from a foreign land? He just showed up one day and basically beat the Roman army to a pulp? Honestly, I feel that coming out of nowhere and saving the day single-handedly should have been a red flag for me. When all my buddies were getting slaughtered outside, I couldn't even step outside the station. I'm a coward. A Dragonite hiding, cowering in fear. How could such a man ever show his face to his comrades again? Looks like we're allowed to teleport. I'll just measure a cast a breath spell upon me before I breathe the miasma. And it seems to be working. I can breathe normally even under these grueling conditions. What an amazing woman. Thanks to Eldest Mishra's breath magic, I'm able to breathe comfortably even in this noxious atmosphere. All Iskin fever patients are being brought here. And my girl is here too. If you're worried, you can go in and check on her. The number of patients suffering from Iskin fever is staggering. Otago City must have been the outbreak source. Everyone that is brought into this temple is treated the order they arrived, regardless of social status. I was also saved because of the help from a kind stranger. People need each other to live, and I never thought of life that way. Do we have our whole party? Yeah, we do. How foolish are humans that it takes a disaster like this to realize that we must help each other. None of us are really given any information on what's going on. I understand it's to keep us from getting involved, but it does nothing at all to quell the fear. No one really knows what exactly is going on. I'm so scared. Reverend Dalen returned here to help the Iskin fever patients. The current head priest fell victim to Iskin fever suddenly, so having him here is reassuring. I must do all I can to help. There's no time to rest. F. Dalen, how dare you place me together with commoners? Is this your petty revenge against me for taking your place as head priest? Why do I have to suffer like some lowly commoner? Just bang my desk again. Just trying to fold my legs, goddammit. Mr. Zanzibar gave us some of his scarlet crystals after strong insistence from the clergy. It was coercion. It was coercion, really. We were hoping Mr. Zanzibar would be more willing to help at a time like this, but... Either way, having even just a little scarlet crystal on hand is a great help. It should buy us some time. Oh, the greatest three of Altago. I'll be going soon anyway, so please, even if it is just the children, please save them. Everyone looks so sad. We're inside Gratiel's temple, so we'll be okay, right? Here, Gratios will save us. We'll be okay. You're alright, thank the gods. I heard about Tia. I don't know what to say. But this temple has all that we need to take care of many patients at once. Leave Maya and the other patients to us. Maya's condition is not ideal either, but at least the medicine is working. It shouldn't get any worse for now. But each time she awakens, she acts as though she's pleading for something and tries to get up. I believe she's trying to return to the house she lived in with Tia. I'll take care of Maya and the other Iskin fever patients. But Maya seems to want to return to Old Town. She must want to see Tia. Maya. She's asleep, but she looks like she's in a lot of pain. With the miasma outside, those with Iskin fever will... Adol, what should we do? Maybe we shouldn't say anything. Maya seems to be in pain. This isn't a good time to tell her about Tia. She seems to be in pain. This isn't a good time to tell her about Tia. When is a good time? Maya keeps running outside every time she wakes up. I think Maya's worried about Tia. I understand how she feels, but in her condition, you know? I actually ran to the Colosseum first, but I caught Iskin fever there. I didn't know it affected you so quickly. I was completely healthy only a few hours ago. But I guess I'm doing better than most people here. The little girl has attacks constantly. Just seeing her makes me feel terrible. It looks like the Iskin fever is still a serious problem everywhere. I must say, Dr. Dalen's medical knowledge is amazing. I'm learning a lot. Dr. Dalen's medical knowledge is amazing. How would anyone expel him? Because he's poor. I feel so dizzy. I feel hot. Is everyone else okay? I never thought I'd be getting help in the city temple. I can't relax. This place is so clean compared to Old Town. I just can't relax. I'm too tired to even cough. I just want to be free from the pain. I can use Iskin arts a little bit, so I came to treat everyone after hearing Ciarius. I've never been outside the hidden village, so I'm a little scared. But there are people here that are suffering. I need to be brave. All my art can do is suppress people's coughs. Sorry, I can't do much else. Rubble got cleared up. I just finished getting rid of all the rubble from the bell tower. That was hard, even with my strength. It would have been possible without the help of my companions. But the city is in really bad shape. At first, I was shocked to walk out of here and see the entire city in ruins. Then there's the unexplained dark fog covering the entire area. You guys are still kicking, huh? I heard about it from the others. Skyus of all people. Well, no use crying over spilled milk. I'm sure you have things you need to do as well, so just focus on that. I truly believe that you had taken His Majesty's life, but I was wrong about you. Let's save the apologies for later, though. Let's just say I owe you one for now. You have time to mope around, you have time to work. So get to it. You're about to join the others to guard the city. You don't need to worry about here. Are you the one who protected everyone in the Colosseum? Thank you so much. I was only fulfilling my duty. There's no need for you to thank me so. The city is in such terrible shape, though. I'm not sure where to start. Finally, all the rubble's gone. I was on security duty at the Colosseum. That's how I was able to avoid the disaster. I'm still having trouble processing what's going on. I need to regroup with the others. It happened while I was away. Things must have been terrible around here. Thanks to the Dragon Knights, no one was hurt. I thought you were the blunt, unassociable type, but I guess I was wrong. What a weird fog. I'm glad everyone's okay, but what now? The Dragon Knight's gone? Commander Sky is a traitor? I can't believe any of it. I need to get to the palace and see for myself. Ah, someone from outside come, and the Tremlix finally stopped too. Is it finally over? I was so worried the bridge might have gotten blocked with rubble. In which case, the Colosseum would be completely cut off from civilization. So, what actually happened out there? The streets are completely black with this noxious fog, and not a single person seems to know what's happening. You're the one that defeated the beast. Are you well? Unfortunately, the executioner Urza is out. But you can come here anytime you'd like. We hold no ill will towards you. We already know that you were framed. No need to worry. You won't bite. Hard. We don't know what's happening, and frankly, it doesn't even matter. We have jobs to do, so we'll do them. Plus, Urza's with us. She lives for this kind of stimulation, so there's no reason to panic. We're professionals. You came in through the fog, no? You got some serious zeal, boy. Your luck must be on fire. Stay a while and rest. Everyone who works here is used to the monsters already, and we're all very skilled with weapons, so this is fine. You should be safer here than anywhere else. You guys might as well take a breather while you can. Didn't you guys escape from here not too long ago? You got guts coming back after what you went through. I mean, there are a bunch of safe houses set up all throughout the city. Coming here seems an odd choice. The monsters we were taming underground suddenly turned on us. We were able to drive them off, but then the blastic fog started seeping in. The air outside the Colosseum is completely blanketed in the black fog, so don't open any doors. What? This room is supposed to be airtight, but the Colosseum is so old that the dark fog is leaking in from all over. There may still be monsters left in there, so don't open this door. Got it? The door is shut tight. I could clear them out. We're strong enough. Or to buff. If you run such a big business, you must have many different types of weapons and medicines. If the people of the city are suffering, why would you choose not to help them? I'm told this place is the commercial center of the city, but the merchants don't seem to want to help at all. These merchants only seem to care for themselves. Because they do. No, we cannot do any more than this. We've already suffered great losses by giving those scarlet crystals. Go away. All these fools are demanding that we cooperate with them. We're suffering serious losses already. We can't worry about mere commoners when our business is about to die. We're in a Zanzibar firm. Why exactly can you buy multiple luminous rocks? I still don't really understand that. I'm from a place near the Ispani Peninsula on the other side of the sea. It's a harbor town much like Altago City called Adiz. I'd like a vacation right about now, but I'm not required to stay at the Master 3 times like these. Time to cash in your vacation days. If there were a ship for me to take, I would have left for my home country. I wonder if I can take a vacation. I don't know about the managers, but I'm not required to stay with the Master 3 times like these. Thank you, come again. I guys heard that the Prime Minister Orvis is dead. That can't be true. There must be some sort of mistake. I can't believe our biggest supporter, the Prime Minister, is gone. I can't believe it. How am I supposed to break this to the Master? Talk about ridiculous. Those fools from the temple took all my scarlet crystals. So what if I have a monopoly on the crystals in a situation like this? Joining forces against me like that. But I'm not done yet. The more people suffer, the bigger the chance to make money. Weapons, food, I can still sell them for a high price. You better talk to the Prime Minister and get those ships out. I got some bad news for you, buddy. It's an edict. Wanted, fatal Christian, for the gravest crime of murdering our beloved king. Beware of his cold, calculating nature, possibly a Roman assassin. Distinguishing features, red hair. Swordsman, report to a nearby Dragon Knight if seen. All my life I heard about how beautiful Altago City is, but this is not beauty. Everyone here has their hands full just cleaning up the rubble and securing the perimeter. We got rid of all the rubble blocking the Colosseum just moments ago. The Colosseum laborers took care of all the debris on there and themselves. I admire their strength. What happened to the city? What's all this fog about? Our precious Longmas will die if I stay here like this. I need to leave and soon. I brought people and goods and whatnot from Kylos, but what happened here? We were able to clear out all the rubble here by working together. Unfortunately, our numbers are too small to leave this area unguarded and check on the rest of the city. And the miasma makes long-term security impossible. We need to take action, but what do we do? I believe I have an idea. Friends and fellow warriors that you are, I have a favor to ask of you. In Zagram, we have a sacred flame that is believed to ward off calamity. If we could acquire a portion of it... Well, I think you get the idea. I know of your exploits from Mustafa. He speaks highly of you. Please, take this. An ivory ember case. It's an ivory ember case, which may be used to transport the flame without risk of it burning out. If we work together for the good of all, I am Wisely Izare, Warrior Chief. Go in peace, friends, and thank you. Quest 17, Holy Flame Instagram was added to the journal. Shinoan and Second warriors are cooperating to guard the city. But is it even possible to guard against this? The Holy Flame Instagram can be found at the village temple overlooking our village. If we should have that flame here among us, we may be able to weaken the effects of the miasma. Please hurry. I took a look around the city. It sure is different from Shinoa. Who would have thought our cultures could diverge so drastically when we're both part of the same kingdom? The city is truly enormous. I suspect its people live fundamentally different lives than us Shinoans. Either way, we need to help each other out right now. Thus far, we have prevented any monsters from invading the city streets, but this miasma seems to act as a beacon for them. We must guard the city at all city entrances and inlets with diligence. Leave the city's security to us. Put my pride as a warrior on the line. No monsters breaking through on my watch. The bartender and I clean up the rubble out front by ourselves. You work, you get hungry. It's one of the laws of nature. I hear the warriors from the villages will be patrolling the streets. That's good to hear. I should thank them with something. I hear warriors from the other villages have come to help. Their presence is most appreciated. And apparently the people of Iska are here. The Phantom Tribe, here in Altago City. I must speak with them. I can't believe there are people from one of the lost tribes here. This is my chance to speak with them. The monsters are gone now, so I guess it's safe to say we're no longer in danger now. But I hear the palace is in pretty bad shape. With the crazy dark fog, yeah, everyone's still scared. We escaped danger, but I can tell everyone's still scared. To be honest, I'm scared too. I've been debating if I should close up shop or not. Did you hear? The Dragonites were almost completely annihilated by some guy. The Prime Minister was killed too. What's gonna happen to Altago? Dragonites are pretty much all gone. There's no one to run the country. The city's in terrible shape too. Will Altago ever be able to recover from this? That customer over there keeps saying she needs to find a friend in Old Town. I keep telling her it's still dangerous outside, but she seems angry. It's still dangerous outside. Please stay here. How long do I have to stay in a place like this? I still have a deal to settle. Hurry up and let me out. Jeez. When will the fog outside clear? Soon. Kia. I tried to go home earlier, but the warriors outside stopped me. I'm so tired of being scared. When will I be able to go home? I hear the streets are still dangerous. When will I be able to go home? Mommy was going all crazy earlier. She started yelling at the top of her lungs, "We need to go back home." I understand why Mommy would be scared, but it's not good to panic. That's what Daddy told me. Because all the ships are sunk, I can't go back to my home country. What should I do? I just want to get out of this hellhole of a country as soon as possible. With all the sunken merchant ships, it seems like there won't be any outgoing transportation for a while. What should I do now? Wait. Where it's safe. I decided I should rest in an empty room. The commotion was just so tiring. Why are these things happening? Monsters, dark fog, I just don't get it. Let's see how the folks in Old Town are doing. Most of the Old Town residents have been moved here. Space is pretty tight to be sure, but this structure is safe from the miasma, and safety is paramount. Incidentally, all the wounded and Iscan fever patients have been sheltered within the main sanctuary. I came here with Grandma. The smoke kept coming into the house. But this place is okay. It's a really old, really strong building. The smoke can't come in here, but I want to go home. I was completely engulfed in that fog. Couldn't get indoors quick enough. The other residents saved me. I'm so grateful. So thankful. I'm glad I made it to the sanctuary. My poor grandchild was so worried about me. I'd like to go home, but just seeing that murky fog outside scares the crap out of me. And the sanctuary isn't bad, right? It's built like a rock. It can handle anything nature throws at it. I feel safe in here for whatever reason. I guess Old Town's not that bad after all. No one knows about Iscan fever better than Dr. Dalen. But the city folk are now realizing how absolutely foolish they were to run him out to Old Town. What idiots. Gotta hand it to Dr. Dalen, though. He treats old and young, rich and poor, and even the very people who drove him out of the city. He's a saint for sure. Looks like Old Town isn't protected by the outer wall of the city. Between the monsters and the miasma, Old Town doesn't stand a chance. We need to evacuate immediately. But this stubborn old man just won't listen to a thing I say. Listen, old man, it's dangerous for you to stay here. Come on, just listen to me. It's a deaf one, isn't it? This is only the beginning. The real bad stuff is on its way. I can feel it in my bones. The metaphorical storms are brewing. When we were removing patients, there was one particular girl holding onto a withered flower as if for dear life. I'll never forget that sight as long as I live. A girl that young, suffering from iscan fever. It's a travesty. The girl's been trying to say something, but she seems to be mute. I wish I could do something to help her. The girl's been trying to say something, but she seems to be mute. I wish I could do something to help her. Huh. Tia's hairpin. That's Tia's... Damn it. Why, Tia? Didn't you say it was from your late mother? Is it like a key item, or can I equip it on somebody? Probably give it to Maya. Oh. It's in the event. Let's try giving it to Maya. Before moving on to the next area. Alright, we can't do anything with it yet. Or we should probably try talking to her, maybe. What the? Gratios, I can barely make out even an outline. I was just going to thank him for protecting the city from further harm, but I can't even see his face. When is this weird fog gonna clear up? Oh man, the air out here is terrible. Thank Gratios for protecting the city from any further harm. I think you should be thanking somebody else for that, but you do you. This place seems perfectly safe in the fog. So you don't have to worry about anybody there. I was being chased by monsters outside just earlier. I get the shivers just thinking about it. Well, a boy I've never met before saved me, though. That's why I'm alive now. His clothes are a bit strange, but he was a very nice boy. Being chased by monsters, what a horrible experience. I hope I never have to go through anything like that again. I just want to live peacefully at home. I just heard this, but apparently the Prime Minister was done in by a man wearing black. I didn't really like him, but his death is unfortunate. I didn't like the Prime Minister, but that's a fate I would never wish on anyone. But with both the King and Prime Minister gone, who's going to run this country? The weird dark fog is still lingering outside. What if it never clears up? Do you have to live in such gloomy weather all the time? The weather outside is so gloomy. Money cannot help you in times when you really need help, like right now. I lived only to make money and more money, but now it all seems so meaningless. Money can help you in times when you really need help. I was foolish to risk my life all this time for it. I can't stand being stuck in this room all the time. But then no one knows the city streets are safe right now. Rumor has it that a man in black was the one who incited the monsters. They can't catch him soon enough. Rumor has it that a man in black is a culprit behind all this. How dare he frighten me so? He must be caught and executed at once. Yeah, good luck with that. The damage here is quite severe. Some parts of the city have been completely destroyed. So this is what can happen if a monster attacks the city and succeeds. Amazing. We were also victims of monsters approaching the village gates. I suppose it's the same anywhere you go. Does anything matter? Looks as though the monsters that were outside were all driven out by the rescue workers. Regardless of where we come from, we're all out to Jinian. We need to work together. I wonder when I'll be able to go back home. Maybe I should just ask for one of the rescue workers from the other villages to take me home. The times may be rough, but I decided to be open today. You need anything? Hey, I know, times are tough, but I'm working hard. Why don't you take a look at what I have? The premium recovery medicines are selling very well. So the guys outside are warriors from the other villages. They brought up a lot of recovery medicine. If you're going out there too, then you should prepare for it. Ta-ta! Things finally calmed down. Sheesh. I'm glad the warriors from the other villages came to cover for the Dragon Knights. Well, with a city like this, you'd think the weapons business would be booming. Pretty much everybody. Like I need 200,000 gold for all that. And I am not made of money. I am stupidly poor. Well, I guess we'll do a side quest then. Let's go visit the other villages first, though. See how they're doing over there. I heard things are pretty bad in Otago City. I hope Tia's okay. Hey, what's wrong? You look so glum. I wonder if Tia's okay. I really hope she is. With all our hunters sent to the city, security in the village is minimal. I'm just glad there haven't been any adverse effects on the village yet, and there's plenty of wood to knock on. But how strange for monsters to raid a city, to say nothing of the miasma itself. I'm just glad Shinoa is safe. Our hunters are being sent as warriors to the city. Is there something more important than hunting for the village? Is it so important to guard the city that we neglect hunting for the food we need to feed the village? I know things are a bit worse in Otago, but there's really nothing to worry about. All this will be over eventually, and things will be back to normal, I'm sure of it. Shinoa has faced its share of disasters before, but we've always overcome them. The anomalies in Otago City will eventually cease too. The food we stored up is starting to turn along with everything else. Hard to believe that even the fish are being affected too. We're not catching much these days, at least nothing edible. Hunting and fishing are yielding up very little game. How can you have a food shortage when you live in a forest? Warriors in the village brought a whole bunch of weapons and items for me, then headed over to Otago City. I guess they're planning to stay there for a while. Oh, you don't have to worry about me running out of stock. I have tons of this stuff on hand. What you got? You don't have anything new? It's all old stuff. hear the situation in the city is pretty hopeless because of all the monster raids. Must have been getting closer and closer to the village. We need to keep a sharp eye on the village entrance. We need to be on guard around the village with all the monster invasions that have been happening lately. I didn't think events came much bigger than the assassination of the king, but nobody sent anyone after that. We sent people this time, though, so whatever is happening must be truly dire. I hear all the villages, none of which typically have any exchange with Altago City, are sending reinforcements there. I hear some crazy things have been going on over in Altago City. I just hope whatever force is causing all these anomalies gives it a rest soon. This has gone on for far too long. I just pray the string of anomalies will come to an end soon, especially in the city. They've been through enough. The warriors we sent to assist are, of course, our hunters. Fatima doesn't act her age, so please make sure she doesn't overexert herself, okay? Please keep our elders safe while she's away. Oh, hello there. How did the Guardian statue look? Oh. Anomalies had begun occurring around the time Elk's parents were slain in the battle against the Titano. I can't help but think that maybe all the villages had cooperated then, things would have turned out differently. I know it's useless thinking about what ifs, but if all the villages had cooperated, then Elk's parents... I could probably do this. I have spiritual water, right? Yeah, let's try to do it. Let's see. Offer your condolences. Here, take the water. You splash 5 spiritual waters onto the guardian statue. Pure spirit water glistens upon the wood of the well-built shrine, bathing it in a simple yet oddly joyous light. An abundant energy erupts from within the guardian statue. The strange energy seeped into everyone's skin and increased their maximum HP by 100. It feels as though the guardian statue is smiling ever so slightly in the light. You should report this back to the elderly woman in Shinoa. It's a fine guardian statue, and offering flowers shining vibrantly in the now completed shrine. Can't believe I forgot about that side quest. A light came out of the guardian statue and gave you its power? How peculiar. Well, I guess it shouldn't surprise me. The forest guardians are servants of the earth dragon, the giver of life. I'm sure they were thanking you for taking good care of the statue. Here, I have something for you as well. Go on, take it, Sonny. Thanks. I don't know when I'll be able to visit the statue again, but I know I'll go when peace returns to the forest. I wonder if the statue will smile at me too. Thank you so much. I wish you well in all your endeavors. Quest 13 done. And we already heard about that. What's going on in here? It's empty. I may be strong, but I'm no warrior. Be the security of the city to anyone other than me, I'd say. There's nothing more important to this village than finding a good place with clear water to do some quality fishing. Who cares what the hell happens to Altago City? Never paid them no mind before, so why bother now? The village seems so uneasy when Granny Fatima isn't here. It's hard pulling pranks when Granny's here, but even so, I hope she comes back soon. When's Elk gonna come back? He and his grandma, too. I used to think we were impervious, but obviously we're not. Why are we sending so many of our own to Otago City? The hunters are needed here, but I guess Eldris Fatima knows best. If that's what she wants, then so be it. The Titanos are wrecking everything and the rivers are clouding up. Shinoa's getting hit hard by the anomalies. Is this place still smoking? Still smoking. Alright then, Tusagram. To get a piece of the fire. Because something so crushingly awful happened to Otago City. Many varieties of monster make their nests in the vicinity of Sagram. You must be prepared for the worst. If the Titanos were to attack the other villages as savagely as they did Otago City, there wouldn't be much hope. With Mustafa and a good portion of our offensive force gone, I need to learn to protect myself. Buy as much as you like, and for goodness sake, don't forget to equip it. Instead of leaving my safety in the warrior's hands, I need to protect myself. You can't be too prepared. I think Mustafa's asses are running a little on edge. We've really come to rely on him these days, but we're a strong people. There are still plenty of warriors left in the village to keep the rest of us safe. As long as we're able to do what Mustafa told us to, the village should be fine. But obviously, some are still worried. It looks like the llama cart has completely stopped. It means we're completely stranded out here in the desert. What if we run out of supplies? The llama cart stopped running, meaning we're stranded out here. What if we run out of supplies? There aren't many adults in the village as there usually are. There's something happening in Otago City. Is that where all the adults went? The village seems so empty without all the warriors. What exactly happened in Otago City? Hey guys, calm down. I still have lots of nummies for you to eat. The Picards seem anxious. I just gave them food. What do you even want from me, animals? Filthy animal. It's a scary thing when monsters come barging in your village. Hearing what happened in the city only makes me worry more about the monsters milling around outside Zagram. Those monster attacks aren't exclusive to Zagram anymore. We were sending our warriors to the palace to bolster their defenses, but that left us more vulnerable. What if the Dragon Knights were completely destroyed? I'm not sure why I should care what happens to them. I wonder if our former elder Dryson is alright. I don't completely agree with sending them, mind you, but we're all in a bind here, so we need to work together. I just hope this will be the start of a new relationship with the city. I hope we could strengthen our tenuous relationship with Otago City by sending our warriors to help them. If Mustafa's there, then the city folk have nothing to worry about. I just want him to wrap things up quickly, though, and come back to the village. We need him here. Mustafa has a lot to do here as a village elder. He really needs to come back. We can't make it without him. Yeah, how's Otago City doing? Still there? Still, there with people, alive? I need to go back. I can't take this heat and this stress. I'm seeing sounds here. Where's the logma cart? I should have gone back to the city with those warriors. But I can't cross the desert on foot. Nobody's crazy enough to do that, are they? We are. We could help you. If you asked for it. Give us a quest. Is it true that our former elder was defeated in battle during the incident at the palace? The man who attacked the palace grounds must have had superhuman strength. Can't believe there's someone out there strong enough to beat our former elder in combat. We received another report of a Titano sighting on the roads nearby. We're just about to investigate. We have to take good care of the village in Mustafa's absence. Mustafa's doing all he can to assist Otago City in its time of need, so we must do all we can for our village. Otago City lies in ruins, and around us lie the signs of a world shutting down. Rumors say that Otago City is at its end, and all indications are that these rumors may have the right of it. They say the end is near, and with the atmosphere so filled with the darkest, most unnatural evil, it may well be so. The Elder is doing his best to protect Otago City, so we too must fight for our village. Zagram's warriors are mighty. Even without the Elder and some of our men, we can protect this village. First the King, now the Prime Minister. All of Otago City must be in a panic. I just hope they finish rebuilding the city soon so our warriors can come back. We got damage to repair here, too. I hope our warriors in Otago City come back soon. What would happen if the Titans attack while they're away? We're drawing water from the oasis and storing it in the temple. Otago City was flattened, and we could easily be next. We need to be prepared for just about anything. Ow. Mustafa says there's no telling what will happen next. I guess I should prepare for the worst. What is this? Sundial? Now that Krushi's on the mend, it looks like Mustafa's finally able to focus fully on his duties as elder. We had our doubts about Mustafa, to be sure, but he's Dryson's boy, and it shows. His father would be proud. Since the entire elder family's out of town, we better take good care of their houses. The elder seemed shaken when he was told Dryson had been severely wounded. He tried to hide it, but I know what I saw. Dryson's still alive, apparently, but I'm not sure exactly how serious his wounds are. I hope he's at least stable. Glad our former elder is alive. I want the current elder to reconcile with him before it's too late. With both the king and the prime minister gone, the throne will go to the princess. This country has too many problems for a young princess to bear alone. We'll all have to step up and do our part. In order to rebuild the kingdom, prosperity alone won't be enough. We need to offer mutual aid. Still nobody's in there. What is the purpose of that room? Nobody's even in there. Ever. Sealed a portion of Sagram's sacred flame in the ivory umber case. With the strange wind from Otago City, so we went to have a look. We saw something none of us could have expected. Our people have gone to help, but what is there that they can do? What happened to Otago City? I never even heard of anything like this before. I hope you can be of aid. The people we send to the city are called healers. They learn healing arts directly from the Eldris, so they should be able to help many people. The Heroes of Chaos are all disciples of the Eldris. They'll be of great aid to those in the city. If only I could use arts like the Eldris. If I could have just one wish granted, that would be it. Because if I could, I'd be able to do something to help right now, and take some of the burden off the Eldris. I don't have much talent, but I do wish I could use arts like the Eldris. The llama cart happened to be in town today, so a bunch of people hopped aboard to lend a helping hand. I regret that they weren't able to take more supplies with them, though. Some of the villagers went to the city, but from what I've heard, it seems like we probably should have sent more. I hear there are many who are suffering from Iskin fever in Otago City. Even Eldris Mishra's arts can't cure Iskin fever. I strongly suspect that nothing can. Even Eldris Mishra's arts cannot cure Iskin fever, and if she can't, I strongly suspect nothing can. The air used to be so clean, but I can feel it getting polluted. I wonder if the miasma that broke out in Otago City is spreading here. We'll be fine, right? I mean, the Great Wind Dragon is protecting us, isn't he? My windmill has been spinning very well lately and it creaks a lot. I wonder if it's the wind, or maybe just my windmill's been getting old. I have been here an awfully long time. Maybe I should ask the mechanic to take a look at my windmill. I wouldn't want it to break or anything. Dragoners from Otago City may have done something terrible to us, but this is a problem facing all of Otago. We need to help each other out. I think we need to help each other but I don't know if the villagers will ever forget the Dragon Knights. Just after the attack on the palace, the skin fever began to run rampant in the city streets. Maybe it's because they don't revere the dragons? I don't know. But Otago City has been bad way lately. What an age we live in. Otago is just being bombarded mercilessly with one anomaly after another. Is it true that Iskin fever can't be cured? I hope Daddy doesn't get Iskin fever. We'll be okay, won't we? There's no one in Kyle's that has Iskin fever, right? Did you hear about Otago City? Apparently the entire city and the harbor are in shambles. And they got no love for the city after the Dragon Knight incident we had here. But I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Maybe this isn't time for ill will toward Otago City. I just hope the people we send can help them somehow. I hear the city and its people are in pretty dire straits. It still doesn't seem totally real. How could something this absurd actually happen? Otago City's in ruins, huh? I still can't believe an entire city can be demolished just like that. I might as well check. I don't think anyone's here, and there isn't. There have been days where the sun gusts won't stop, and other days when the air is perfectly still. The wind's been a bit off lately, and it only seems to be getting worse. It's unsettling when the wind stops blowing, as Kyle's is supposed to be protected by the Great Wind Dragon. More than a few people fall ill because they can't handle the abnormal weather. With most of our healers gone to the city, I better take care of it myself. I hear the miasma that's covering Otago City has gotten thicker. It hangs there, unmoved by the wind, and no sign it'll ever dissipate. Pretty unnerving if you ask me. The miasma that's causing so many on Otago City to suffer is unlike anything I've ever seen before. All these sudden climate shifts have begun wreaking havoc with our crops. The climate here in the highlands is slowly becoming less and less predictable, making me wary. The climate has always been rather unpredictable in the highlands, but this recent instability isn't normal. To guard against thick smoke hanging over Otago City, I cast the breath on all those who left to give aid. I was doing what the elders would have done. I hope they all arrive safely and do not suffer the miasma's ill effects. Good kid. So then, let's turn that flame in. Wait a minute. Some of our people went to Otago City with Elder Ciarius. I hear things are pretty serious there. What's going to happen to Otago now? But once people's lives have been completely shattered, what's going to happen to Otago now? When observing the moons, it seems the breakdown of balance in Otago has begun to accelerate. I still cannot believe it, the Elder of Iska enacting such a dreadful rite. Why have we even survived to see this occur? What purpose have we served on this planet? Otago City has lost its balance and harmony with the land. The mysterious miasma has already spilled forth. Will the entire land of Otago be engulfed by it? Here Otago City has suffered a great damage and is still blanketed by the miasma. I wanted to go see how everyone is doing, but my husband stopped me. Personally, it's hard for me to like Otago City, but I still worry for the people who live there. The people of Otago City must be gripped by such fear, such grave uncertainty. My heart goes out to them. Good luck? That's all I wanted to say. Grandma told me that your warriors are doing your best to save us, so I thought maybe I should show my appreciation. Good luck. I hear there's a tragedy in Otago City. If you can, please stop that girl named Tia Luna. That's all I can really say to you right now. You got your work cut out for you, I think. Good luck. If you can, please let the girl named Tia Luna. That's all I could say to you right now. Got your work cut out for you, I think. Good luck. Were you able to find any new materials? Nope. I cannot simply accept unquestioned that our elder family line has survived all this time. That means all the knowledge you believe was lost along with the elder's family lineage has survived as well. Why didn't the elder show herself to us? I cannot simply accept unquestioned that our elder family line has survived all this time. Such violent acts were perpetrated in Otago City, under the eyes of the one who's supposed to lead us. I can't comprehend what our elders is thinking. It goes against everything I believe. One of these days, my voice is just gonna 100% give out on stream. It'll be a glorious day. I'm praying to the great moon dragon. Our suffering, our sorrow, it serves to show how weak we truly are. That's why we must continue to pray, as long as it takes, for world peace. And what about the rest of you? You must each have someone dear to you, and it's for their sake that you must fight. The great moon dragon will feel your will to survive and your selfless concern for others, and he will listen. Odyssearius left the village in my care and went off to attend business elsewhere. And I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing in his absence. How can I possibly fill the void left by Odyssearius? Alright, I shall leave the observation of the moons to you then. We need to let Elder Searius know if there are any more anomalies that affect the bounds of Otago. No need to worry, neither we nor this hidden village have changed. However, this incident has gripped the hearts of all people with fear. I shall address everyone to keep their hearts calm. This incident is not something I wish to accept, but these are times when one must keep a calm heart. I believe that all will be right in the end. The adults were shaking their heads and muttering to each other. That's usually not a good sign. They said the elder family of Iska lives, and that the current Eldris is part of their plan to end this world. It's ironic that an Iskan would be responsible for ending the world instead of saving it. The elder of Iska not only survived, she's actually working about to bring the end of the Otago. Why on earth would she do that? What logic is there in this course of action? Can we get like an alternative version of this universe where like Adol never existed and pretty much every single end of the world scenario happened at the same exact time? I think that would be an interesting scenario to see. Seeing all the competing forces going against each other on the world stage. I believe Iska's presence in the real world can only lead us to good things. Now we can use our seal arts to help others. If we stubbornly insist on dwelling in the past, we'll never be able to move forward. I believe we should let go of the past and cooperate with one another to live peacefully. Everyone, I heard what happened. It's truly unfortunate. I never thought things would turn out like this. But I promise I'll work that much harder to help you, so please, keep your chins up. I still can't believe that Iska's elder has been our enemy all this time. It makes our survival these last 200 years seem more like some kind of sick joke. Got anything new? No. No, you don't. And you can't forge anything new either. So then... Huh. Somehow I Like, since I left town, I picked up, like, quite a bit of gold. Don't really even know where I got it, but okay. Ah, you're back, and you bear a portion of the Grimsacred Flame. Hand over the ivory ember to Wesley Isare. The flame's energy. This is the real thing. Alright, we must spread this throughout the city. Will you help us? I wonder if it actually will help. That should do it. The Flamesagram grants vitality. It may not be able to dissipate the miasma, but it'll give us strength. I can't believe you were able to bring it all the way here. Please, take this. Consider it a sign of thanks. I hope it'll prove useful. Possibly. I heard about your mission from Elder Mustafa. One can never say what the fates may have in store. Please, take care out there. And now it's literally one quest, right? Oh, no. Elixirs and the lectures for the dragon altars. Yeah, quest 7 failed because I missed it. I heard that the harbor is in ruins. I can't just let some warriors take care of things. I need to do something about them myself. I need to do something about the harbor. I don't care about the miasma. I can take it. Jeez, what a commotion that was. I hear some people were hurt pretty badly because they couldn't get away in time. I'm just thankful I'm alright. Real people were hurt, but I'm actually doing alright. I guess I should be thankful. Ow, my head, it hurts so bad. At least I'm still alive. Man, I wonder who it was that saved me. Never seen her before. If it wasn't for the girl that saved me, I would have been in the next world already. I've never seen her before, so maybe she's from one of the villages? I need to thank her somehow. I wonder, is it somebody here? Hey, aren't you the one that saved me earlier? Okay, so there's actually unique dialogue depending on the character that you have out. Are you the one that saved me earlier? I'm glad to see you're awake. Thanks, if it weren't for your help, I would have been dead already. I wanted to thank you. Seriously, thank you. You saved my life. To be honest, I was scared of the people from the other villages, you know? I was not familiar with them. But they all seem so nice. I'm very thankful. Yeah. Interesting. So I don't know how I didn't figure this out exactly earlier. I just thought their text box would show up no matter what. So I kind of just went along with it. But yeah, interesting. The owner's house is really nice to me. Not like the other merchants that are really mean to me. Yeah, the owner of this house is really nice. Not like the other mean merchants. I wish I could live here. My own grandfather once told me that the people of the city used to live a modest life, but the people eventually abandoned that in favor of life of indulgence. How could this could be the punishment for our extravagance? The people of Otago have long lived a life of indulgence and whim. Maybe we're finally being punished for it. All the other houses must have people looking for shelter like here. It'll be tough making food for everyone. I hope the groceries you have are enough. I don't know if I can make enough food to feed everyone here. It looks like things settled down a bit finally. But here most of the ships that were docked at the harbor have been sunk. Trade was Otago's priority, but now there won't be any for a long time. The ships may have calmed down, but with all the ships sunk, there won't be any traffic for some time. I wish there was something I could do to help as a merchant. Alright, so there are no monsters. We have our boat. A small boat's been brought here for you. It's at the pier. Some have been attempting to flee to the other kingdoms, fearing the end of all Otago. Most of their ships aren't even serviceable. They'll just have to wait. The boat is ready for you at the pier. I hear it's important business. But the miasma stretches out to the sea as well. Be careful. The harbor's in pretty bad shape. I know the attacks were sudden, but couldn't the Dragonites do anything against the monsters? The harbor's in bad shape. I know it was a sudden attack, but could the Dragonites really not do anything? Anything? Anything. I made an extra save just in case, because I don't know if the weapons from that shop will be available later, or if we'll be able to come back here when we have enough money. Because if we can't get those weapons, it's possible that we may not be able to level up and get all the skills for the achievement. And if that's the case, I'll have to reload the earlier save. And lose whatever progress I get. But gotta bite that bullet. So we're gonna go to that island on this tiny boat. I think this may be my first time running in a boat. There's no need to worry. Out here on the high seas, Dogi the Wall Crusher becomes Dogi the Wave Crusher. To get us there safely, you can count on it. Just relax and pretend you're on a pleasure cruise. Thank you, Dogi. Your words are most encouraging. By the way, Princess Aisha, as I mentioned before, an incantation is required to enter the Sanctum. Are you familiar with it? Yes. It was on the note my father left for me. He must have been planning to teach it to me after I returned. Aisha. I see. Don't mind me. I have to keep moving forward. So Adol, you ready? Ready to set off for Ruins Island? Alright, let's ship out. Dogi's Deluxe Treasure Cruise, it's on its way. Not to ruin the moment, but we have no idea how safe these waters are right now. We should keep our guard up. There may be monsters to deal with before we get there. We're on our way. So are we allowed to teleport back or no? Oh man, we made it somehow. My heart was pounding so hard. Hey, I told you, pleasure cruise. Was I right or was I right? Man, I know it hasn't been that long, but being here brings back memories. Yeah. But strange, the miasma doesn't seem to have affected this place at all. Perhaps the proximity of the Sanctum negates the effects of the miasma. The island's complicated web of energy may also have a hand in its immunity. Ah, that's right. Your warping powers didn't work here. We need to finish things up quickly and take another pleasure cruise back to the main island. You know, is something the matter? The warping power seems to have been strengthened by the Dragonstone. While it wasn't usable here before, it may be usable now. Nice. Are you serious? I see. So the power's grown then. That should make things a lot easier. Let's head to the altar, Adol. I have to open the way to the Sea Sanctum. Nearby stone monument has been added to your work list. Huh. I forget where that nearby one is. Now that we can go underwater, I wish I could actually go to like the sunken city over there. Oh yeah, it's in like the first room, isn't it? right here. That was easy. Sea altar. We finally made it. This is where we enter the Sea Sanctum, right? Yeah, the sea dragon should be sleeping in there somewhere. Another dragon, huh? It's great that the dragons have been giving Adol their dragon stones, but I wonder if we can really stop the Wind of Destruction. Remember what Sky has said? To believe the Dragon Warrior is capable of saving Altaga from the Wind of Destruction is false hope at best. Smarmy Bastro is mocking us. I want to stop this wind just to spite him. Didn't sound like an empty threat, though. Thinking about it will do us no good. It is impossible for us to understand. Perhaps we cannot comprehend why the Elders of Iska would plan such a thing. I'm not sure I'd even want to. Yeah. Adol, let's focus on meeting the Sea Dragon for now. The dragons might know something about what Tia is trying to achieve. Alright then, I'm going to recite the spell that takes us to the Sanctum. Ready? Altago murmureth through blue ripples, and thou, O dragon, speaketh in the roars of the sea. We return to thy land and abundance anon. Guide our path, prosperity lieth with thy heart alone. Whoosh. And we get a new music track too. Sounds creepy. Or mysterious. And water is flowing upwards. At least sorta. What is this place? The other side of the island? But it feels really weird. Even the color of the sky is different. We must be inside the Sea Sanctum. If we don't take care, we'll be dead and buried in no time, so watch your back. Alright, let's do this! So what kind of monster types are we going to be fighting today? Haha, aerial, perfect. I'm getting sea stones. Wonder how valuable they are. Oh. Found a treasure chest. Ouch. What does this do? Okay. Fossilized twigs. One stray extract which you can't even use, so he walked in a circle for nothing. Those big guys are really annoying, though. Their spinny attack has a much wider range than I would like. I wonder. This does not make it so he can run on that better. Can't say I didn't think. I'd assumed heavy boots would give more friction. Let's go this way. Fossilized stick 20. Made it. Ah, each level increases the length of Photon Blade. Oh. Foiled again. Bunch of spiritual water. Borrow insets 1. Dang it. I can afford a weapon, so I am going to buy it. Rapid Snipe. To the mid of the Sea Sanctum. Nope. So, there is an item, probably like spike shoes or something, that allow us to run up those stairs. Not now, though. Not now. I'm just like smacking that thing from super far away. I love it. Trash. Garbage.
Let me at it.
Interesting. So doing that lowers the level of the corresponding, or not corresponding, the adjacent areas from it.
Let's go. Let me at it. All right.
Let's see, what's over here?
Out of the way. All right.
It all sword is a sort of discipline. All these enemies live in a cave. Dalmatica.
All right.
Let's get that chest.
Out of the way. Let me at it.
dash. Perfect. Albatross. Ah, she has a new thing on that. And a new one on that too. Alright then. Get in here. And now we have to deal with her again. I thought we've escaped this, but no, it's only just begun. Oh, dang. It's actually pretty good. Close another floodgate. Oh, look who decided to respawn. Where exactly do I go from here, though? Oh, that's her final skill. She actually has all of her skills. Nice. Soon we'll never have to use her again. So it's a big, close-range AoE. Doesn't really fit the role of an archer, but okay. Is the way to the exit still closed? Oh no, we can actually go to the exit right now. We might as well clear out the area so we can actually get everything. She got her skills. Perfect. He is missing 2 skills. so what's over here then? An ice ring. And on this newly open path, we get... monsters trying to kill us. That's not worth it at all. Almost got enough for new stuff. This puts a smile on my face. Oh, there's a lower level. More sugar leaves. Guess you can never have enough of those. So this whole area is just a big dead end. We're falling into that chasm. Monster claws. Striga leaves and seeds. This way is impossible because wind, maybe? No? Got the Chaos Shield. Great on. Nice.
Let's go.
See if there's anything actually up here. Well, let's go to the other side then, see what happens. Okay, so that's where he actually came from. I'm just an idiot. Dang wind. It's hard to see that time. God damn it, Togi. Alright. Chaos armor. Demonic armor, imbibed with the spirit of chaos. It's not threatening at all. Gotcha. I was able to avoid getting myself launched off the edge like a ragdoll. And a new sword for Adol too. Chaos sword. One right after another with this, huh? Pentagram. Draws a star with the sword to create a blast of light. Ooh, it's Adol's last skill too. Nice. God damn it. Okay, I guess I'll test it on these guys then.
Let me.
He's not nearly as strong as Adol is. Not even close. That's all it is. I'm slightly disappointed.
We must fight.
Oh. She deliberately had a worse staff equipped. That's probably why she's very weak. A little bit of a strength increase, but not much.
We must fight.
Well, that wasn't not what I meant to use, but that works out. I meant to use A, not B, which is tornado.
Yeah.
Box. What is in it? Steel hooks. Okay. So it's similar to spike shoes. Now I don't have to worry about it. I suggest any other platform now. Can you go collect that, please? Right over there. Go on. Son of a bitch. So the wind still just really shoves you just as much as if you didn't have these on. That's really irritating. You'd think the hooks would keep you from slipping too, but no. That is not, in fact, the case.
Yeah.
Vitality crown? Slowly recovers the wearer's HP by absorbing earth energy.
Let me out.
Oh, so it's auto HP regeneration. Not much, but could be useful, maybe during a boss fight. Buying time with it might turn out to be fruitful. Though honestly, I wouldn't rely on it too much, because, yeah, delaying it isn't all that fun, is it? Ah, you dropped us off back here. Well, since we're back here, we might as well teleport back to town, pick up a new weapon. Don't think any new synthesis items have shown. Or as I say that, there they are. I don't want it. Oh, wow. That's a very big buff. 24 defense for everybody except for Adel. For only 5 sea stones each. So I can sell... Where is it? These, I can sell 5 of them. So then... Soft hides. I'm gonna go consult that FAQ once more. That showed everything. Here we are, material guide. Soft. Hide. We can get them from Velks in the Sea Sanctum. What is the Velk? Maybe an enemy that's farther in? I thought I had soft hides before. Where'd I get them from in the first place then? Well then I guess I'll just have to keep going.
We must fight.
Pushes back enemies, deals very little damage. What the hell are you doing? What's even down there? I can't raise and lower the map, so I can't see. Sure, it's nothing really worth checking out. Or is it straight right? Wind up and punch. Classic. I like the wind up sound too. That's fun. hate taking free damage.
Let me.
All right.
Rare scale. So that would be male for him, I think? Yeah.
All right.
We must fight.
Let me at it. All right.
So I'm guessing I should be able to dash across that. Don't really have any other dashing type moves, so but I hope it works. Okay.
Let me.
I am hurt. Yes. Give.
Yeah.
There's the challenge. The fact that they're making us deal with monsters in the middle of this minefield, too.
Yeah.
Ah, fresh air. That's a new one. is scurry. Because you don't know what kind of move they're going to do or what the pattern's like. Sucks if you're at low health. Ah, soft tide, perfect. Shit!
Let me.
Trapped holes there.
All right.
That's a dirty, dirty move. I respect it, but it's a dirty move.
All right.
Alright, it'll just run right past these. Fuck 'em. Sucks you right in there. Any new water? Nope. Spring and spiritual water. Great arm. Something new for Dogi then? Grand Slam unleashes the ultimate combo followed by a smackdown.
Let me.
I'm interested in the smackdown. Very interested in the smackdown. Whoops. Wrong move. Ooh. Nice. Nothing special about this water either. creepy.
All right.
Nice. Now I don't have to be as extra careful. Alright. Looks like we made it to the ending. So then, we can buy / make new stuff now. Cool, I can make that too. Oh, no, wait, I already made it. I'm an idiot. Okay, don't want to actually make that because I already have it. But, let's see, is there any of these weapons that we have to get? Looks like just the Great Axe is necessary for Sorcery Antlion. Let's see. Adol, you have all your skills, right? Indeed. Dogi, you will have all yours once you master Grand Slam. You are missing one. She has all of her skills. Geese is missing 2 skills, unfortunately. Kushi is missing 1. And Elk is missing 1.
Let me out. Let's go.
Alright, so I need to spam the antlion thing, whatever it's called. Oh, I put it on B, that's my mistake.
Let's do this!
Alright then. So we're all done with that.
Let me at it.
Good, if I come down here, I should be able to handle all this pretty well. Pretty sure we have to kill those moons, right? Don't even know what they're called. So those are Velks. Just go through here and kill them over and over again. To max out the skill. It's the skill in our B, right? Yeah, Meteor Smash. Alright then. Let's get for the Crimson Jewel. throwing meteors down on him. Nice. Learn the skill. Thank you. Let's check back at the shop. Okay then. Minus 15 versus minus 43. So the crystal sword is better overall. Worse than my current weapon though. Chaos sword. That's more powerful. What armor? Reflex. I don't remember ever getting one of these. Doesn't look. The name does not look familiar at all. I'd say we're good on the. Considering our party. Probably by a reflex. Nah. No, we don't need it. Doesn't get me any bonuses. But our party, gonna go with the usual. But on a more sad note, I think I'm just going to head to bed because I am actually really tired right now. And it is getting pretty hard for me to stay awake right now. see. Make sure everybody has their stuff back. I'll give her the white talisman. Adol will get the power with 3 for maximum hurt. And we will be ready to beat the crap out of the boss next time. So then, until then, have a good night.